Good afternoon. My name is Samuel Bailey, and today I'm going to be talking to you on an article about the effects of exercising on mental cognition. Now, this was a study done by the University of Illinois and by Florida State. And what they did is they took 171 volunteers and they divided them up into two groups. The first group they called the placebo group, and they said to them, okay, you are going to do stretching and toning exercises, and this is going to help you on the exam that we're going to give you. And then they went over to the second group and they said mild amounts of exercise, walking. That's going to help you out. Now, what was really interesting about this study, which according to this article never happens, is the placebo group actually beat the mild amounts of exercise. Now, there's a couple of different theories that you could put onto this, such as power posing, which that's a form of stretching. What kinds of chemicals does it release, such as endorphins? Does it release more than mild amounts of exercising? Just different aspects like that. But that would honestly be something that I would be interested in finding out if I had the opportunity of doing more research on it. What kinds of exercise actually increases mental cognition? Does running, aerobic, weightlifting, what gives you the most amount of endorphins boost to give you the confidence to think that you're going to be doing it? Or is there other chemicals that would be playing the factor in that I'm just neglecting right now that those exercises increase? You can also do it on what is more effective in a study method. I know for me, I personally do a lot of cramming, and would it be better for me to do a moderate amount of cramming and a mild amount of exercise before my exam in comparison to just a whole bunch of cramming? I know personally as a student that would be something that I would be very interested in. Speaking of cramming, this relates to our courses, which we are now cramming for because it is finals week in a number of different ways. First off, I do believe that our belief in exercise being a help to our mental cognition is strongly society based. Now, there's a huge amount of biological bases in there. You have all sorts of chemicals. However, I do think that part of it is society, because as a culture, we have gone into a fad of exercise, stay healthy. It's good for your body, it's good for this, and naturally we start to develop tests and theories to support that. So, I think that's a large part of it. Now, I'm not saying that biology doesn't have any effect. It has a huge amount of effects, and I think that is a huge reinforcer for those ideologies of thinkings. And I personally love exercise, and it definitely helps me clear my head. But not only that, I do think that exercise has a huge amount of effect on it simply because of how we have come up as a race in general, as a species, survival of the fittest. For the 10,000 years, according to archaeologists, that we have been on this earth, we have been built to survive. And if you're not taking care of the host of your brain, your body, then how can you survive? So to me personally, it only makes sense that exercise would help mental cognition in comparison to sitting at a computer all day and then expecting to be able to get all the same stuff done. It just doesn't make sense to me. You need to be able to get there somehow. So, quick recap. University, they did the study. Turned out to be completely different from everybody else. If I could do it, I would want to find out what kind of exercises, and the reason that I think that it does that is because of not only this article and many other articles like it, but simply because of our human history. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful night.